So yeah, just there. But it should be just above your iliac crest, so there should be like a should be able to hold it in. So give me again.
Use those hips to like rest it.
So here we're talking.
Yep. So where is it? Yep. So
Oh, this feels weird.
come through. Okay, and really compress those arms in even more.
Yeah, that already looks really strong.
And compress through your, so that into my back. Perfect,
So-
that's it, yeah. And now,
Relax here.
and now take it back. Yeah.
Okay, so breathe in.
It's good, but what you'll see on the video is you didn't bend your knees.
Oh,
You just
probably
kept
why I
them.
had nowhere to go.
Yeah, you kept them straight. So you had to need to do it like Shahan did it, where as he came back, he actually went down and absorbed that body weight onto his
Breathe in.
glutes.
Compress more through
quads.
here, compress through the back as well, where the tail is. Yeah, like that, yep.
Breathe in. And out.
Yeah.
Down
Like
more
that.
and up.
No
Power.
power.
That's better power, but you
Maybe if I put it lower and then I can bend more, I think.
Right.
How about we just break it up just for 1 second before you try it with a patient? Just jump off for a second. Maybe just go through that motion of actually imagining in your mind's eye, just bringing the patient back and sticking your butt out like a squat. Because this is what you kind of look like.
Yeah.
As you came out,
Too straight.
you did this to get the manip, but you didn't take anything in your legs. So
Yeah.
it was more like a
So how far
Pelvic
apart were you? Like
flip
that?
like that, yeah.
That
Rather
was
than
your
like-
position. So it really is like
Yeah.
a squat. And
Squat.
then, but then you're pushing. That's what I don't get. You're going back,
Back
Going
and
down.
then
but then
middle
the tail,
something.
like like hip thrust.
I'm in the camera.
That's why I'm over here.
it becomes less mechanical,
Well,
and
yeah,
because
you feel it
right now
like
you're
that.
tron to think, flick your
Yeah,
tummy out,
yeah.
but it really was more.
I just thrust too much here.
Nah, so use your legs. Should be like down there almost. By the time you come up, it's like
Yeah,
that. Yeah.
think more about the legs. Don't worry about the belly thing. Will work its way out because it's just kind of natural. It has to go that way.
Gotta start doing them squats.
Yeah, but if you get there, you've got all that you need.
Clean and jerk.
Yeah. Triple extension.
So it's not that different to what I've been saying with the other manips in, like, really get down, get your body behind it.
Yeah.
But this one, we're just kind of getting the body behind the thrust, which has to go in that direction. So it's... Anyway, I think you got the idea.
Homework.
That's why I wanted to do lifts by themselves, because lifts are a bit different to the other ones.
Yes.
That was
Can you
good.
jump up? Can I just try
Yeah,
the
yeah.
compression-y thing? Go that way.
Away?
But when you did that, Shahan, did that feel different to the way you've been doing
Yeah,
it?
yeah. Mine, like, I just like. It's almost luck if you get it. Like,
And-
it goes, but it's not
And
localized.
feeling that one time,
yeah.
was it a bit of a penny drop, like, oh, I think I get how this works?
Yeah, I reckon
yeah.
that's it's just so much easier.
All you have to do sometimes is just experience it, and then you might not get it next time,
Yeah.
but you kind of know
Yeah.
where it
Where
is.
were you compressing? It felt really strong when you did it like
that.
there.
Oh, sorry. Yep. So compress.
I'll just get him to come back a bit further,
Oh, yeah.
because then it brings it right into your belly.
Yeah. Oh man, this just feels like
Perfect. So compress through the sides like that.
like
Yep.
that.
And compress through the back as well. Like that. And now drop. So get me to hunch
Just
forward
like-
like that.
And take a deep breath in.
That was
Lovely,
good. That was
perfect.
Good. That
Yeah,
was
it was
good.
great.
Yeah.
Feels very bizarre. It felt good when I actually did it, but
Doing
just the
it.
setup.
You could probably
is-
get it back even more and then up,
Yeah.
but that was good. That was good power as well. Yeah.
Just
Is it? Do you find it heavy or?
No,
Oh,
no,
okay,
it actually
pretty
like
good.
it didn't feel like I feel
Yeah.
like I feel more
It all-
loaded up in my
Yeah,
back
it's like
in
one
normal
third.
ones. Yeah. Ooh, interesting.
Like everything, when you're given a new way of doing it, it just does feel a bit awkward. But, it's a way. There's lots of ways to do
Yeah.
lifts. I just find that a really good way and a really strong and powerful way.
So do you use the same kind of idea when you were doing the uppers?
Yeah.
You just use
Yeah.
different height.
I do, but you don't need to. These things go really easily with a lift. You kind of just
Yeah.
do it with your thumbs almost. But if you can get it from the DL, which is obviously the hardest part of the spine to adjust, if you're getting
Yeah.
that much force to do it, by the time you've worked your way up, you kind of still know that you're thrusting up that way. you're more just holding the thoracic cage
Yeah.
than pulling the arms, and it just all becomes that bit easier.
Yeah.
But you need to get that fundamental kind of thrust and mechanics from
Yeah.
starting here. Mind you, with some really locked CDs when I've done thrusts, I've definitely gotten down and had them right here and lifted it.
Yeah.
My stepfather, when he does it, like you watch him do it, he'll just get their arms like that, and it's seriously like this. It's so efficient a technique. He'll just kind of, he'll just put them in there, and he'll just go, and he actually lifts the arms. And it'll be, but I think a lot of people have watched people do a wing lift, and it's confused them for the rest of the spine,
Yeah.
because then we're trying to rip up through the arms.
Yeah.
And we've seen everybody do these, I'd call them very easy lifts, but we're trying to apply that sort of technique to everywhere else in the spine, and it doesn't work so well.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Like I said, if you start from down here with the big lifts, by the time you get up here, it's easy to come down to it.
Yeah.
Is that okay? Does that all
Yeah.
make a bit of sense?
That's good. Do you want to try it again?
Not really.
Try like.
It's the
Just
thrust
on
for
there.
me with all lifts. Like, I just can't
How?
do it. I don't like to say I can't, but I can't.
Almost get me like.
I've seen you
down
do
there.
it, so I know you can. So for you, I would probably go lower.
On myself.
Yeah, I'd bring him down lower.
Oh, right.
So I'm going to get you to do something that's going to feel a bit uncomfortable.
Alright.
But I want you to bend your knees now. I want you to really come down. Stick your bum back.
Come on,
Quit
come on.
pushing on me.
Okay, yeah.
Yep, like that.
How do you get your stomach?
Yeah, now go right in. That's it. And then what you going to... I always forget I don't have breasts, so I don't know if that's a thing. Is that a thing here? In this?
Oh, well,
I feel like
I'm
they
not
don't.
sure if that gets in the way or not.
Okay,
Yeah.
so down. And then you're pulling him back on you. That's better already.
And then, okay, so take a deep breath in. And out.
That's it. Just have to speed it up, that's all. It was a good position.
What does it feel like?
It didn't feel locked before
The
doing it,
thrust?
so I think you need to compress more through the sides and have compressed through the back a lot more,
Okay.
and just the speed of it. Otherwise, it was fine. Whatever was left of it.
Yeah, that's it. And maybe even do it like this, so take a deep breath in and come out and let him come back on you, and now lift up through your legs,
Right
better.
there, yeah. That would have gone if you
That
had more,
felt
if you had more
better.
speed and power. Yeah.
So maybe this is the part, hold him again. So sometimes, so when you've got your legs even more, so you let him curl back on you, so he's bending his arm, so you round him forwards, that's it, and go over the top of him almost, and so you're getting that curve right into yours, and then as you drop back, let your bottom drop down towards the ground, and now lift up like that, that's it. Does that make a bit of
Yeah,
sense?
yeah.
So forward, down and up.
So,
Perfect.
not too armsy.
No, that was good. Like, wasn't
Okay.
invasive at all. No. Arms were fine, yeah.
That makes more sense with the thrust
I
part.
guarantee you have a couple of goes at that and get through the awkwardness of it,
Yeah.
and you're getting it most times.
Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Do you want to have a go on me? My back hasn't been cracked.
Relax your arms. Deep breath in. And out.
That's good.
Got it.
You certainly did.
Okay, so is that like having them flexed and then
Slack them back, yeah.
feels
You-
very
You
different.
get more power out of that as well when you get them back.
Yeah.
And you also think about, like, as their weight's coming on you, if you don't move with it, I suppose it's like a martial art. If you don't do something with that weight and
Yeah.
force and direct it, they'll just fall on top of you.
Yeah.
But because there's energy there coming towards you, if you direct it, you're directing that weight as part of your thrust, if that
Yeah.
makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
That's kind of what you do. You get them rolling. And so if you watch me on the video, you'll notice me, I kind of get you rolling and I kind of have two goes at it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't think about having two goes. That just feels natural in the way that I've got your weight moving towards me. I think the key is focus on those arms. Maybe now we're going over it. I think get over the top of them first into a
Yeah.
flexion as you roll them back onto your bent legs and then go.
Because then, yes, I just often feel like I've got nowhere to go. Like I'm sort of like stuck here and I don't know nowhere to thrust.
Yeah, so
If
take
that
them
makes
forwards. I think that
sense.
might be it for
Yeah.
you. These guys, I think, might have been doing that a bit naturally, kind of
Yeah.
going forwards and then bringing them back.
Yeah.
So you're already starting from back here, trying
Yes,
to thrust.
and I have nowhere.
So if you go forwards, get over the top, and then roll in that motion, I think you'll be fine.
For DL, would you ever have the hands like this and you scoop up through there?
Absolutely. Yeah. You can ask me when.
Yeah, like,
I don't know. I maybe when they're a bigger person and I'm doing them standing.
yeah.
Maybe, I don't know, you go to get them in there and you just can't get your arms up around there properly. That maybe they don't have enough mobility in their shoulder or something. You just kind of go, oh, I'm not getting what I need, and then you might do that.
So would you still apply some of that compression?
Yeah, so if let's do it here. So just cross your arms always. Yeah, perfect. So I would still do it come right in there close. But this, it's a bit different, and maybe this is what taught me to do it with the chest compression in the first place. This is actually a good way to teach you, now that I'm thinking about it. So if you have them in this position, I'm already kind of bent here, but I'm going to get these more. I give them like that big bear hug over there, but then I'll bend them forwards to start directing them. I'll say keep your feet on the ground. I'll take a step or two back, so they're already into me here. I've got pressure, but I've got that on my legs.
Yep.
And then take a deep breath in and out. They come back, and now all on my legs, like that.
I would have gone if it wasn't just
Obviously, we'd do that in one fluid
Yeah,
motion,
yeah.
but
Or it's squishy on the side.
Sorry,
just to
yeah.
get that time we
Yeah.
do it.
That's pretty important to me.
Yeah.
Do you want me to do that on you while you're just standing?
Yeah, nah, at all. I've been
Yeah.
getting them to put their hands up like this and then
So-
bring their elbows in.
Yeah.
But I think they
Just
don't
because
really
I'm-
do it
Yeah.
I don't know if it really matters, but I like them to be like that.
So many
Yeah.
instructions.
So again, I'd come around and I have a bit of a bear hug here, but I'll bend them forwards, just bend a little bit. Keep your feet on the ground there, and I'll bring you back. Let your bottom drop towards me, so you can already feel that traction, right?
Yep.
It's already got a bit of pressure in it. So then all I have to do is just bend you over that. So nice deep breath in, and out, and I'll let you come back, and I go from there. Yeah, so I guess we're getting that forward
Yeah.
movement.
First before getting them back.
I guess that's the important third element that I didn't really realise, but
Yeah.
you need a bit of that forward movement to take up the slack.
Yep.
For some reason I always get puffed doing these demonstrations. They're not that much hard work.
Because you're talking at the same
Yeah.
time.
Body heat.
And blowing your own air out.
Yeah. Well, that's more than I think they're the key things to really start working on lift. I mean, we can work on them again next week, but I think if you just try that a few more times during the week,
Yeah.
it'll feel awkward, but I think by the time it starts to gel, then it will feel a lot stronger and a lot more powerful than perhaps what you have been doing.
Yeah.
Done. I'm out.
Okay.
Time.
So I was going to do some peripheral stuff, but I reckon we've done so much